What's going on, people? It's your boy Chris with the KBS Network. And today, I want to hit you guys with something a little bit different, a little bit special. We watch shows, TV shows here all the time. We love watching TV shows. And we had an argument. You know, what's the top 5 TV shows of the last 5 years? At number 5, we have a show, an FX original, Fargo. The show is called Fargo. It's not the movie Fargo, but it's the show Fargo, and it's a great, incredible show. This show stars Billy Bob Thornton. It stars Martin Freeman. Now, Billy Bob Thornton's role, he plays a guy called Lorne Malvo, a really crazy assassin, serial killer type of guy who's all about his business. And you got Martin Freeman. Now, this is the same Martin Freeman from The Hobbit. But Martin Freeman plays a really timid role, you know, kind of what you're used to him playing in. But when he meets up with Billy Bob Thornton's character, things get a little crazy. It's definitely worth checking out. If you love Fargo, if you love the writers and creators of Fargo, you'll love this show. You will love this show. So check it out. It's on FX right now. Another show that I believe is one of the greatest shows of all time. This is a Netflix original, and it's, to me, the best show on Netflix. We're talking about House of Cards. House of Cards stars, you know, a great character in Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, a great actor. You know, he plays a role of Francis Underwood. Now, Francis Underwood is one of the shadiest politicians. I don't know. He may not be one of the shadiest politicians, but he is a shady politician. But he's also very smart, and you love this guy in this role for some reason. It's an incredible role. You got action. You got of course, politics. It's a very smart and edgy show. It's definitely worth checking out. And a good thing about a Netflix show is you can kind of veg out and you can watch the whole season if you want to. So definitely check that out. Guys, at number 3, we have one of my all-time favorite shows. I love crime. I love crime movies. I love crime shows. I'm talking about Boardwalk Empire. Now, Boardwalk Empire is one of my top shows on HBO of all time. But we're just talking about the last 5 years. Boardwalk Empire just had its final finale episode last year. So if you haven't checked it out, you can watch the whole thing from the first episode of the first season on HBO Go or HBO Now right now. But Boardwalk Empire stars Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi plays a character called Nucky Thompson. And if you're familiar with Steve Buscemi, you're like, Steve Buscemi? But believe me, guys, he plays an incredible role here as Nucky Thompson. You have Al Capone here. You got Chalky White played by Omar from The Wire. I mean, this show, it's incredible. And it's got a little bit of something for everybody. It's got some romance. It's got some action. You know, hands down, one of my favorite shows on HBO. So that's number 3, Boardwalk Empire. Now, guys, at number 2, we got The People's Champion. We got one of the most popular shows of all time, not only the last 5 years. We're talking about Breaking Bad. Now, Breaking Bad stars Bryan Cranston. Now, Bryan Cranston? But Bryan Cranston plays one of the most thuggish, bad, you don't want to mess with this guy dudes on TV. And he plays a guy called Heisenberg. Heisenberg, people. Remember that name. And if you haven't heard of it, you got to go watch the show. And you will not think of anything but Heisenberg. Now, Heisenberg plays along Aaron Paul from the movie Speed or something like that. Nobody else knows what else he played in, but you'll know him as Jesse Pinkman, and you may love him. I personally hated him in this role, but these guys mesh well together. This is one great and incredible show. Definitely worth checking out. You can watch the whole season on Netflix right now, so I would advise to do that. Another FX original as well. FX is kind of on their job. They're doing some good stuff for TV. Now, guys, before I get into the number 1 show that I think, that we at KBS think is the number 1 show of the last 5 years, I want to talk to you about some honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, we got Mad Men. Mad Men is on AMC. It's in its last season right now. It stars Don Draper, really ladies' man, suave guy, but he's a liar, he's a cheater. You're gonna love or hate him, and most people love him. It's a great show to watch. Great acting, great role, Mad Men. Another show that's an honorable mention is Marco Polo. A lot of people haven't heard of this show, but it's on Netflix, and you can watch the whole season if you want to. If you like karate, if you like history, if you like all that kind of stuff, it's all melded together perfectly in Marco Polo, and it's worth checking out, guys. Check out Marco Polo. At the number 1 honorable mention is True Detectives, another HBO original show. True Detectives, oh my God. This show is amazing. It stars first of all AAA actors, AAA acting, AAA writing. It's an incredible show. It's dark, it's gritty, it's a little bit of everything. The number one show we got for you guys of the last 5 years. We got Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Now I know I'm probably hearing some cheers and jeers from everybody here, but Game of Thrones is an incredible show. It stars Peter Dinklage. He's playing a guy named Tyrion. He's a little dwarf guy, but he's the baddest little dwarf you've ever seen. We got the Lannisters versus the Starks. We've got dragons. We got dragon ladies. We got magic. We got sword fighting. We got it all in Game of Thrones. To me, one of the top shows of my life. You know, not only the last 5 years. And you can check that on HBO Go, HBO Now, right now. Sorry guys, that was the top 5 shows of the last 5 years. I know it was a lot to take in, a lot to think about, but tell us what you think. Leave a comment. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your opinions. And also, if you like our videos, show us some love. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. You'll see it right under this video. And you can see more videos coming up from us real soon. And we're going to come up with different topics. You know, we want your opinions on everything. We love you guys. Kubashi!